My girlfriend's like Jewish right now. This one's Jewish right now?
You folks see that flashing sign up there? Now that sign says applesauce. No, I'm kidding. It says applause. Ray, do me a favor. Could you flick that once? All right. Now remember, you're all a big part of the show. So the better you are, the better Larry is. Okay, now you see this gentleman? Yeah, he's giving me this this sign, and it says, "We're on in 10 seconds, so get ready to have a good time." All right, here we go. This is exciting, isn't it?
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
On tape from Hollywood, the Larry Sanders Show. Tonight, join Larry and his guests, Harrison Ford, Billy Jones, Billy Watney, and me, Dana.
Free Matt Proctor! Free Matt Proctor, everybody! Say it! Free Matt Proctor!
The luster of the walk.
Free Matt Proctor! It is Poetry Week in New York City, baby! The world capital of poetry. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're the greatest poets alive. You're more poetic. You're more educated. The best of the best of the best of the best. Here in the KGB Library, everybody.
Thank you.
It's Brat Summer. It's Brat Summer. We're experiencing Brat Summer.
Thank you very much.
He's so topical.
That's right, exactly.
It's like you didn't even plan it.
Boy, it was hot today. I'm very topical, okay? I love being topical. And boy, it was hot today, wasn't it, everybody? Oh my God. Woo! That New York City. We might have to take it off. It's so hot today. Come on. You read it, ice cream and you're waiting outside on the hot summer night. When a long-haired lovely walks by, come on, you can feel the wind on. Come on, hot in the city, 98 degrees in the city tonight. That's right, everybody. Hot in the city, hot in the city tonight. We're just casual about it, okay? We're having chipwiches. All right, are we going to continue on with this? We have so much amazing poetry, so much amazing comedy. It's so, I mean, are you sweating? Is it hot in here? Oh my God, I'm feeling so hot from the tavern. From the sexiest open mic, I mean, I do think pound for pound, week after week, you guys are you're so fucking hot. Oh my God, I have to wear these sunglasses because you're blinding me with your hotness and your light and your brilliance. Hot in the city, hot in the city tonight. Get up! Get up! Who's ready for some poetry? I'm gonna read a couple of poems. Right after this part. I'm from the 80s. I'm almost 40 years old. This music is relevant to me. Come on. I try to play TikTok songs for you people. This interlude goes on for a long time, but it's building. New York! All right.
Yeah!
That's enough of that. That's enough. I just had to get into New York. That's all. If you've noticed, The only thing I have is I say New York City. I talk about New York, how we're from New York a lot. And I say, that was phenomenal. I mean, I don't have that many moves on stage. So I had to get into New York. New York City. And it's Poetry Week in New York, everybody. Wow. You're poets. Give yourselves a round of applause for just fighting capitalism. Fighting the machine, fighting the consumer corporate productivity culture by doing something that makes absolutely no money at all. There's no career unless you want to be in the MFA Ponzi scheme. And that's what this is about, okay? This is real life, okay? MFAs are for wimps. You hear me? You hear me? Columbia MFA program, bah! We're out here, we are selling our poetry chapbooks that we self-publish by hand, everybody.
Let's go.
Person to person. I mean, we have Blue Jay Walker here. He's got a scroll, baby. He has got a scroll. He is out there watching. Woo!
Blue Jay!
He is out there every day. Writing poetry for people. I think that is so beautiful. I think that you've dedicated your life to beauty. Good choice. Congratulations on your choices in life, okay? That was brilliant. That's why we're here. We've made it. We've made it to the inside of the inside of the inside. You're a beautiful audience. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're just so beautiful tonight. We're drinking Long Island iced teas for the Hamptons, everybody. All right. This is called Lacrame Rosencrantz. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good title. I was lucky when I thought of that one. I don't know where that came from. Lacrame Rosencrantz, everybody. Speculating in the deer stand. Nobody got time for that. Shorty hit me with the fumes. It would be better to eat now, but you can't cut it when it's wet. I played Guildenstern. I think. I can't remember which is which. I think I played Guildenstern. It may have been Rosencrantz, but I think it was Guildenstern. They're kind of the same. They're kind of just that's lazy writing. They're vague. They're blurry. Boogie Down Omakase, culturally exennial. Is that a weed store? Rich people's apartments that they don't actually live in. Maybe if I walk around, I'll find it. It must have started raining. Umbrellas pop open. Head caves in. Jesse Eisenberg just rode by on a city bike. Remember when you were 8 and would pretend your extending umbrella was a double-barreled shotgun? The kick when you press the button. Hasta la vista, baby. Terminator 2. Isn't it? That's right. Watching Die Hard, okay? That's what it's about. That's our euphemism. That's when it's naughty time. We talk about we're watching Die Hard. It's Le Petit Die Hard. Isn't it funny how you used to be in the nut house and now I'm in jail? They wouldn't let me in the Whitney because I have an iPhone tripod in my backpack. There's more where that came from. Some things they can't fix. Subtle alchemist and a random Pat fetching a $7 pre-roll. She jerks off some old guy for shrooms. Her big cat faced 5 easy pieces. Our brains process 40 bits per second. Cooking brains, ordering steak, crying at pastis is terribly chic. Crying at pastis, so chic. It's in summer 24. We're crying at pastis. That's what we're doing. We're filming it, we're putting it on TikTok. We're unsettled to find. Ashley has tweeted at Gerard Way thousands of times. This is true. Ashley has tweeted at Gerard Way, the lead singer of My Chemical Romance, thousands of times. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. See, I'm stretching. I'm just gonna do one more, this is it. But I just wanted to stretch, to just, because we're going to give you more prime time. And there's more people coming in already. Look, come on in, it's comfortable, we're having such a blast in here. Yeah, rock and roll. Jazz, trip hop, dub, E-dub,
K-pop.
Black metal, K-pop. I'm a K-pop stan. It's Brat Summer. We're celebrating Brat Summer. We're all brats, okay? We're getting what we want, and we're just being bratty about it. We're wearing those bratty sunglasses, and that's what they told us to do on the trend articles. That, you know, summer 24, it's Brat Summer, okay? So, all right. So we're gonna bring it full circle here. This is called Free Matt Proctor, okay? I mean, okay, so come check us out. Let me just do a plug real fast before we get things started. We will be at New York City Poetry Festival this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I don't know if people know about New York City Poetry Festival, but if you don't know about it, you should definitely check it out. It's an amazing gathering of poets. There's gonna be booths, there's like 5 or 6 different poetry stages with readings happening simultaneously, so you can check out all kinds of amazing local poets. It's not super institutionalized, so it's actually kind of cool, outsider people that just doing it for the love of the game. The true poets, the ones who have been, well, we won't go into that. But anyway, check out, I mean, I did want to do kind of a diatribe about poetry, just talk shit for my opening, because it's Poetry Week.
Talk shit!
But I'm not going to do that. You have to watch my live streams, or maybe at the end. I mean, I love everybody. I can't wait to see everybody.
Talk shit!
And, you know, we are here week after week. We are here every fucking Monday night, providing the hottest mic in town for everybody. We want to see you. We want to get you out there. Okay, here's what this is like, okay? Do you know, okay, on a Hot Wheels, you know how on a Hot Wheels racetrack, there's like the spinny thing, and the car goes around the track and it's almost dying, but then it hits the spinny thing in the fucking car. That's what Monday night at AZ Paradise is. It's the fucking spinny thing, okay? So you come in here, you're like, poetry, what is this, stupid, I'm a lonely person, I'm sad. That's why I'm writing poetry, because I don't like being around people. I'm smarter than everybody, I'm more sensitive. And then you come in here, boom, and you're doing fucking loops, and you're doing 8G kind of fucking angles that you could not do without that momentum. And so we provide a lot of spinny thing for people to come out, and they get momentum, and it's beautiful. That's what we are here for. We're here to get people publishing themselves and starting their own open mics and starting YouTube live streams where they just talk for 4 hours to 5 weird guys on YouTube because they're listening, and you know, we're just trying to spread knowledge and enlarge consciousness, and nobody watches fucking poetry anyway, really, which is awesome. That's because it matters who's watching, because it's not how many, it's who. And it's brilliant people, other poets are artists, they're listening like artists, and so we want to create that kind of listening, we want to create that, and if you're booking, you're fucking reading. I mean, I know my poetry is so great. I mean, did you hear that? It didn't just blew everybody away, right? So anyway, all right, that's all I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna read this. It's called Free Matt Proctor, okay? This says everything, and then we're getting started. I'm sorry for taking up your time. We are just trying to get you to buy more alcohol, because that's what this is. Just kidding. No, it's not. I mean, this is PAFs, okay? It's Bohemia. We got Junie in the house, everybody. Junie is back. One of the legends of Easy Paradise. All right, this is it. This is called Free Matt Proctor. As you live more of the song, it begins to inhabit you. I bet on myself and lost. I'm too old to be where I am in life. Are you a strawberry? A strawberry would taste good with an Oreo under it.
Yeah.
Just imagine that. Imagine the taste of that. Picture it. Picture it. Strawberry with an Oreo under it. Take a bite. Take a bite of it mentally. From lack of noise, should have got the opposite of my hopes up. I'm a long way from dead. I almost saw a guy crushed to death by the Q train, but he skipped off the third rail to safety. It's the people closest to you who will betray you. Be sure to chill. My poetry is loaded with hidden messages that if you remove them out of context and meditate upon them, they're very meaningful. Sur la plage, Pete's Clam Stop. A lot of kids have squirt guns. Fireworks, AP News, Jock Jam's Mega Mix. She thinks it's a business card. I don't know what the hell it is. How did he get roped into that? Tears of rage, fits Independence Day. Fired from my job. I got fired from my job. Yeah, thank you. I'm liberated from making poetry videos. Merciless bastards pleading for my life. I'll get my shit together, I swear. I'm like something you can buy at Urban Outfitters. Free Matt Proctor. Thank you for humoring me. I love you all. I cannot wait to see. This is amazing. I mean, we really have amazing people, and it's going to be a good one. I mean, thank you for coming out of the heat. We're trying to keep it cool in here. Let us know if it's cool enough. We once again, it's a 2-drink minimum, 5-minute time limit per performer, and let's get things started. It's National Poetry Week, so can we get Mason Zelenko up to read for us, everybody? Give it up for Mason Zelenko.
Thank you. I'm going to start the tradition of just sitting down because that's what he was doing. So I actually wrote this one. It's on my notebook, but I took a picture of it because I didn't want to bring it here and lose it. But I wrote this one. I was like in the countryside one day, and it was like, you know, dusk, like just after sunset, and I just saw the cars driving by, and it just made me think about this. So this one's called For All Drivers. I'll hide behind trees in the warmth of your headlights, covering in blue dust moments of sorrow that swallow my boyhood and spit it out in deer sinew. I'll call my friends and snap pictures of the fireflies who wait for their 15-minute shifts. I'll repeat stutters and utterances of the forbidden word and never curse your arrival. I'll hug you when your airbags deploy and run when the silent door opens. I'll wave back at your vanity with a satisfied smile, forced all the same. Thank you.
Woo! Yeah, give it up for Mason Zelenko, everybody. Tasteful, amazing. Is that available online or anything? Can we read that, or?
No, that's it.
Fantastic. Give it up for Mason Zelenko, everybody. Tasteful. Is it possible we can get the great David Segovia up to play some tunes for us? We're very excited about this next act. Always sounding great on the nylon string guitar. Give it for David Segovia, everybody.
Heck yeah. Rock up with the class.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. How you doing?
like this. Yeah, little by little you and the chances if you all the answers. Why then keep us dancing if you hold the answers? Why then keep us dancing? Let me know. Who is that, right or wrong? We are going to blame each other, and I wonder who will bother. Who will dare to press that send? And I have to say that little by little you and the chances like this. Yeah, little by little you and our chances if you call the answers. Why then keep us dancing if you call the answers? Why then keep us dancing? Let me know. Little by little you and our chances like this. Yeah, little by little you and our chances if you call the answers. Why then keep us dancing if you hold the answers? Why then keep us dancing? Let me know.
Thank you. I'm Brooklyn Dave on Instagram.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Give it up for David Segovia, everybody. Cherished New York legend. He's amazing. Give it up one more time for David Segovia. Sounded great. It's amazing. That's a new song, isn't it? Or hell yeah, sounded great. All right, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And all right, so once again, we are at New York Poetry Festival this weekend. We'll have a booth on Saturday. I will be hosting the White Horse stage on Sunday at 1:30 p.m. Easy Paradise will be reading. We're kind of doing an interesting thing this year. We've got, I heard somebody today that it's been destigmatized for people to try comedy. So I don't know, I just think we've had some amazing comedians write some great poems, so we're going to have some comedians read some poetry that they've written. We're trying to cross genre and experiment and things. So we've got Danny Fallon, Jason T. Cucker, Ben Callahan, and the great Billy Lamont are going to be reading for us on Sunday at 1:30 p.m. White Horse stage. Come out. I'll be at the stage all day, and we will have a booth on Saturday. This next artist I actually met at the New York City Poetry Festival a couple years ago, and I believe that's how they found out about this. We're very excited to have them here. Give it up for Mary, everybody. Yay. Give it up for Mary.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Yes. Yeah, that is where I found out about this place. This is at the Poetry Festival a couple of years ago. And this first poem I wrote for Poetry as a Team Sport. Their sexual education issue. So I'm gonna read that first. And it's called Pissed. Sorry, hold on, I need to make my screen brighter. My screen is not bright enough. I usually keep it dim. Okay. So it's called Pissed. I feel the warm jet of piss streaming out of me as I squat over my ex. It makes a quiet, watery, light rain sound as the urine lands on his skin and trails off. This is more satisfying in a vindictive, powerful way than when I shat unknowingly on his cock after his cock slowly entered my anus, and then more strongly and with more speed plunged in my butt. That was almost unbearable, but powerfully and body spasming, no thinking joy. And when I pooped on the floor after we smoked crack and we fucked anally again. That time, I don't remember very much, except that he reminded me of another time. That ex fisted me one time too, this time in the pussy, starting with one finger and slowly adding more, orally counting out, and 3 now, and are you ready? Until we got to a fist. It felt like Kanye's song, I Am a God. But still, pissing on this ex while he laid on his bedroom floor, me squatting over him, feeling the warm urine flow from my body and see it land on his chest and stomach, leaking off in a deranged drainage pattern, was extra satisfying, extra empowering, because I was already disillusioned at that point. This time we were broken up for good and just having one more tryst. I already knew he was a sociopath and had started coming to terms with how he tried to shape and manipulate my delusions. Sexual roleplay played a part. He was my ride or die, who in turn helped create a hell in my own mind and tried to insidiously separate me from my family and friends and myself over the course of 3 years, and succeeded for a while, since I chose to live in denial with blinders on. But I knew better, and sure, he stole cash and things and time from me, but I took knowledge and wisdom and maintained my humanity. I don't think I've hardened as a person. I still care for others. And I got to piss on his chest and watch his cock spasm while I did so. He was past his prime now, but I am just getting started.
Woo!
That's that one. I know that was one. My next one's called Anthropomorphize My Godlike Pussy, which I haven't read here before, but I love it. I love it anyway. So. Anthropomorphize my God like pussy. My ex talked a lot about worshiping his mediocre dick. Oh, this is a different ex, by the way. But my pussy is juicy as pomegranates and worth being stuck in Hades for half the year. My pussy is tight and responsive, deserving worship of its own. As my pussy is attached to me, I too deserve worship and respect. Backwards thinking, sure, but that is how I reverse the old Zeus or Zelda story. The story is as old as time, doesn't make them right to continue. Lita and the Swan secretly turns me on. Not so secretly anymore. But while my pussy is lovely, it does not always look out for my heart or mind, so I will anthropomorphize my God to be me. That's that one.
Woo!
And I'm just gonna have one more, I think. I'm just choosing, and they're both new. I'm gonna read this one. It's a new one, I wrote it today. Are we really on the verge of cultural collapse, as predicted by findings from 1500 BCE and W.B. Yeats with his 2,000-year gyres, and what rough beast slouches towards Bethlehem to be born, and supported by my doomed view of recent tech advances into tech addiction, aesthetic, and algorithmic control of expression, consumption, and connection? Or is it that Yeats was older when he wrote The Second Coming, and I am getting older, even though I look young for my age? And since our cells are decaying, we view the world from our subjective perception within our decaying bodies, So we see the world as in decay. No longer full of potential like when I was still growing or in my physical prime. I really don't know. And that's untitled.
Woo!
Thank you.
Now that is poetry, everybody. That is love poetry. That's what it really looks like. That is fantastic. Give it up. Give it up for Mary one more time. Wow. Is that first piece available anywhere? Or?
It's in poetry, the team sport, sexual education.
There you go, everybody. Oh my God. Give it up for Mary, everybody. And thank you for sharing that fantastic sexual poetry. I mean, that's love, it's sex, it's, you know, they're interchangeable. I mean, it's a physical manifestation. So we love it. That was fantastic. I don't know. I have to say something. I don't know. It was fantastic. I mean, we're all, it's hot tonight. So that was very appropriate for just getting everybody even hotter. Whoa, everybody. Give it up for Mary one more time. Yeah. All right. We have the amazing Mo Patel on deck. We have Minji Co coming up, Annanya George, America Offline, and more. Can we get the great Drew Takuman up to give it up for Drew, everybody? It's Poetry Week, bringing you non-stop hits.
It's draw, by the way, but I'll accept it.
Draw.
Yeah. It's alright. Just give me a moment. This is like hot out here. Hold on.
Oh my god.
What?
Sexy.
Anyway, I am here to read you 2 poems today that I just finished. 2 of them are like new ones. New shit, by the way. Yeah, and the other one is called Confessions with a Skater Boy. I wrote this one, whereas we have like horrible receptions about us, but I'm just like setting the record straight. Listen, I'm not an e-boy. I'm a gamer type of skater boy. I'm an anime watching type of skater boy. I'm just I'll make out with my queen at a barbecue type of skater boy. Still not sure? Okay, don't be so coy. You see, players with a lot of Monopoly money get a lot of chicks. Meanwhile, I get into arguments with people who don't even know how to drive. Still unsure about me? That's fine. I'm not even offended. It just makes it easier for me to show you my world, my desire that's intended. I will be blunt as a disclaimer though. Please don't compare me to your ex. I wanted you to witness what is next. There are many places in the 4 boroughs I haven't taken you yet. I'm not a betting man, but in this, I put in a FanDuel for a bet. I'm racking up resumes of my own based on experience as time goes by. It's time enough to fill up a resume online, to the point where I have a photo and video evidence to make sure it's not a lie. I'm fine with a part-time job type of skater boy. I'm just a network connection type of skater boy. Listen, I met people who cheered me on in the front seat than my actual family, who I can't see in the back seat. Just to live, I'm racking up cheat codes that will end up getting me opportunities more like a new set of clothes. And I don't have to explain my goal in societal terms, but since we making confessions now, I'm afraid it's your turn. That's my first one.
Woo! Yeah.
This next one, also a new one. It's called Next Episode. It's a short one. On the next episode, that's not close to an epilogue, will I finally achieve her trust in me, or will she find out about my addiction of that one R&B song? I'm hoping in the next episode I will get a chance, as ladylike as a sin. No more do we have to pretend. On the next episode of my life, praying that I don't want what we have to come to an end. Because trust me, I'm not trying to start over again. In this next episode, that's not gonna implode. Will I meet a familiar face or the old flame who can't stay away? Because good people end up in love with good people in the end. In this next episode, well, these 2 lovers can be more than just friends. In this next episode, I'm wondering, will I be the lover or the outcast? So I'm wondering how long this lasts. That's my second one.
Woo!
Yeah.
I will be in the Poetry Fest, but I'm only going to Governor's Island once. because paying $5 is so dog water. And on top of that, I have to be at Hot People Read Poetry Open Mic. That's on Thursday. And I will be in Sincerely Brooklyn. So with that being said, my Instagram is takuman. The way to spell it is DRAWTAKUMAN. I'll say it again, it's DRAWTAKUMAN. Easy Paradise, thank you for having me.
Yay!
Yeah.
Give it up for Draw Takuman, everybody. Fucking awesome. See you at Poetry Festival.
He was too slow.
Do not laugh at me. Do not laugh at me. I'm the host. You respect the host job. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, it happens. Wah, wah. That was like a gag for everybody. So that was fantastic. Give it up and follow him on social media, everybody. That was wonderful. All right. We have Minji Co on deck. We have Luke Herberman coming up, Annanya George, and more. Let's get... All right, this next comedian is appearing tomorrow night, 9 p.m. at Mai Tais, and Sunday, 8 p.m. at Heart of Gold. Ladies and gentlemen, give it for the comedy stylings of Mo Patel. Hey!
Hey, here's a fun thing, man. Shut the fuck up, I'm doing comedy. I was quiet during your poetry. Alright, well, no, alright. It is Poetry Week, everybody.
Why just towards the end?
I suppose that's the only art form you have to respect.
No, I'm fine if that's my spot.
Alright, hey.
That's fine with me.
Here's a fun thing. I introduce myself as Mohammed to every person I meet, but only white people insist on calling me Mo. Give it up for that. Woo! I've asked Matt to bring me up as Mohammed Patel like 4 times, and he keeps doing Mo. It's fine. All right, now I don't know, man. Are we doing well?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I don't know, man. I've had a rough go. My mom told me, like, growing up, not to tell people that I'm Muslim, right? But, like, she should have thought of it before she named me Mohammed. People say, why don't you go by your middle name? It is Abdullah. Not much better, right? My full name is Mohammed Abdullah Patel. The eyes are big, that might as well just be Al-Qaeda, Sri Lanka, 9/11, right? The only more Muslim name I can think of is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, right? And like, I'll be honest, younger white people don't know who that is anymore. I don't know, man. I get confused when women yell my name during sex, because I don't know if they're talking about me or the prophet. It can mean several things, right? Like, if she's yelling my name, that means I'm doing well, you know? I'm doing a good job. If she is yelling the prophet's name, that means she has converted to Islam. And that means I'm doing a really good job. Ladies, you ever gotten dick down so good you found Allah? Y'all never got your pussy proselytized? Alright, I'll just talk about piss and fisting then. What the I don't know, man. This next show, Thank you. This next show, I think I can actually read in the cadence of a poem. How about that?
Yeah, alright.
If you die without a will, everything in your name goes to your spouse. When my uncle passed away, my aunt got his every possession. And then, instead of giving it to his son from a previous marriage, she gave all of his nice shit to me. Nah, this doesn't work as a poem. I got 2 cars out of it though, right? And I kept a Dodge Dart, but I had to get rid of the van he molested me in. I thought it'd be cute and I donated it to Cars for Kids. You know, like it's like a reclamation project. But now the kids are doing the molesting. I don't know how that works. Oh boy. I don't know, man. If you don't like that joke, I'm sorry I got molested. You know, like a fucking... You know what? I should. It was a white van. I should have known better a little bit. He's dead now, though. We can all get behind that, right? Look, COVID got some bad people too. All right, you're on his side. Fuck you. Oh boy. I was really hoping that would do well, you know? Just so I could come to terms with what happened. You know, all right. Thank you. This next part is for comments on that last joke. Anybody? Nobody saying, I'm sorry that happened to you? All right. You are on his side. That's fine. You know, what's up? I didn't like. He didn't like me at all. Well, again, he did. He didn't like my personality, just my hot child body, I guess. I tried to find the funniest way to say that, right? Like I wrote down all these different things, and then I asked ChatGPT like 50 different ways to write sexy child body, and it said no. And then I said, no, you don't get it. I went through a traumatic experience. And it said, I'm sorry you went through a traumatic experience. I don't know if I can help you. Maybe reach out to a friend or family. I'm like, well, family is how we got here. I don't need your support. I need you to give me 50 synonyms for hot child body. And now I'm not like allowed to use that AI or whatever. So, I mean, this is a joke that was definitely not written by AI. How about that, huh? Hey. Woo! Fuck yeah, we all agree that that was a joke. And not just me trauma dumping on it. I tried to say it was poetry, and you guys were not behind it, alright? So the other option is stand up, or I go to therapy, which who's funding that, you know? Alright, I got a real joke. Can I get the fuck out of here? Yeah? I was talking to this guy recently. He asked me what my ethnicity was, and I told him I was Pakistani. And he said, hey, don't take any offense to this, but you are the least intimidating Pakistani person I've ever met. Which is like a weird way to take my race and my masculinity, right? Hey, it's hard being a non-threatening minority. Folks sit there and say whatever they want to you. I keep getting called Middle Eastern Clark Kent. And that pisses me off, because when I take my glass off, nobody called me Middle Eastern Superman. But it might be alright, right? I feel like Middle Eastern Superman sounds like a villain that already exists in the world of Superman, right? Because I look up in the sky, it's a bird! It's a plane! Oh no! It's Middle Eastern Superman with his 2 planes. Alright, thank you everybody.
Check out Mohammed Patel at My Ties. I don't know. It's just I put the short name in my phone because I have to enter every name manually, so it was not a.
I'm just teasing you. I'm just teasing
All right. Mohammed Patel, everybody, tomorrow night at My Ties and Sunday at another gig. Check
Heart
out
of Gold, Mai Tais and Bushwick. There will be no molestation material.
just here. That was an exclusive for this open mic. I know everybody wanted it. What do you? I don't know. I don't know why they talk about it. All right. We got the amazing Luke Herberman on deck. Oh, in the green room. He's in the green room. I don't know if people notice we have a green room in the back. I don't know how many open mics have green rooms, but that's where I go to get tightened up in the middle of the show. We've got Annanya George coming up after that. Marie Christine, America Offline, Stephen Laren, Jake Dester, Angelic, Becca, Jack Ludkey, Mazen, Geo, Dezy, and more. Junie. Can we get the hilarious Minji Co up, everybody? Give it for Minji Co, gonna do a little more comedy.
Is it the cable? Yeah, it's the cable. Oh, yeah.
Hello, poets.
Woo. Hello.
My name is Minji. I am a cunt. That's a new word that I learned. I think I'm using it right. Yeah. Yes. It's like a person who wants to be beaten up, right? Yeah. I'd love to be beaten up by a person that I am madly in love with. I think that's why I'm straight. Almost. I mean, like, I tell myself that I'm a bisexual, but like, any bisexual people here? Yeah. Me too, I guess. Being bisexual is so confusing though, you know? I mainly fuck men, but I fuck women when I'm sad. I'm like, fingering and crying. I don't know, just pussies scare me. Pussies are scary. I'm like, I technically know what to do, but how? You know what I mean? Have you ever tried to like take a shower at someone else's bathroom? It's like you like, you know, like twist things around and push like buttons, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is the water coming out of this way? You know? I don't know. Are poets like good at pussies? Woo! Yeah? Y'all like sad fingering? Pussies are wet. Violets are blue. Roses are red. Water's coming out. Is that what it is? Good for you guys. Like pussy loving poets. I love that. I don't know, I just got mosquito bites like right here, and it makes me feel. Yeah. I love feeling something too. I love that. Like seriously, like I feel so good here. I'm Pisces.
Yeah.
Yeah, any water signs here? Yeah. I mean, like, if you guys care about it, then. Pisces are like, we are very artistic and sad and suicidal. You feel me? But I think like I love water signs though, because like have you guys ever tried to like get your pussy eaten by a Scorpio? Yeah. It changes your life. Scorpios be like, yo, that shit is great. How do you know who's a real Scorpio? They have Scorpio tattoos. Always Scorpio tattoos, you know. Believe it or not, I am educated. I have a master's degree from Columbia University. Clap.
Yeah.
Thank also used to work at the United Nations. Clap. I know, I shouldn't get clapped for that because I'm like here. Thank you. Clap it up for being here. Clap it up for being here. For ruining your lives. For destroying your future. Fuck yeah. I love disappointing my parents. Oh my god. Woo! I love it so much. Every dick joke counts, you know? Every pussy joke counts. I don't get fisted though. That felt awesome. That sounds awesome. Yeah, like back in the UN, I was working on the issue of sexual exploitation and abuse by UN personnel. That means these UN people go to different countries to help people and they rape them, which is a pretty lame move, you know? They're like, let me help you, and then rape. Lame. So what I did was running a campaign. What I did was like for the people that's public, I'll say, hey guys, we are aware of this issue and we are doing this and this and this to solve the problem. And then I go to the UN people and I say, guys, I know it's really hard, but try not to rape. And then what happens? They rape. So I go, and then when this get publicized, I go to the public and say, hey guys, we are aware of this terrible, terrible issue, and we are doing this and this and this to solve the problem. And we go to the UN and say like, hey guys, I know it's really hard, but try not to rape. And then what happens? They rape. Again, rape. And then I do the same thing over and over again. I think it's so weird because the UN hires the smartest people around the world and make them do the dumbest shit. Just doing the same thing over and over again, you know? But I guess that's why I'm like here. Every new dick jokes it's stimulating, like the artist shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
I do have my 2 cents for the presidential election though. Yeah, you wanna hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Joe Biden reminds me of my grandfather right before he died. Like, I know that walk. But like, you guys don't really expect him to die anytime soon though, because this walk means he's gonna live another decade. He's probably gonna try to like almost die for like 3 times and then he will die. In like a decade. But these kind of people are so stubborn, you know, they walk like this. And then people be like, yeah, dude, like just be on a wheelchair. Just use wheelchair. And he's so stubborn, like, no, I'm fine. That's a lie. I'm fine. Then he just walks. Yeah, I mean, good luck with that for the next decade. And I also, because I worked at the UN, I thought Trump had interesting points about the international politics. He was asked about the Putin. And then basically what he was saying is that back in my presidency, I utilized my relationship really well with Putin. So maybe like I would have been able to handle the Russian and Ukraine war better. But what he actually said was, Putin and I are besties. We are great friends. He likes me. And this is such a stupid way to say that, you know? But like also about the like Middle Eastern war. And then he would be like, the politicians would usually say, oh, I utilize sanctions so much better to prevent the Israel and Hamas war. And then what Trump says is like, I didn't give money to Iran because I'm smart. And I'm like, bro, you're dumb. But like the interesting thing is that he is smart for dumb people. So he speaks so well to dumb people. So dumb people will be like, wow, he's so smart. So I thought like maybe he is actually genius, you know? Is that the confirmation? You didn't hear that? Anyways, I don't like Trump, but I can't vote, so could you just decide my future for me? That would be awesome. And that was my rant. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah. Great take. Politics, sex, it's all in there, everybody. That's what we're talking about. I guess it's Sex Week. We've had a lot of highly sexualized material. It's okay. It's hot, midsummer. Give it up one more time for Minji Ko, everybody. And the politics. I mean, fantastic. I love those takes. Wonderful. It's election season. I think we're going to probably be hearing about it a lot. I am ready to hear people's hot takes. I love it. I love any kind of information. We've got so many amazing people. Once again, see my man Adrian at the bar. It's a 2-drink minimum. Let's keep partying here on Poetry Week, everybody. We've got the great Annanya George. He is a magician. There's going to be magic in here very soon, everybody. So get ready for amazing feats of impossibility. We have the great Marie Christine coming up. America Offline, Stephen Lara, Jake Dester, Angelic, Becca, Jack Ludkey, Mazen, Gio, Junie, Mina Laura, Dezy, and so many more. Blue Jay Walker, and AJ Azar, Shaq Zula, so many more. Let's get, all right, one of our favorites. He's tuned up, he's ready to go. He's always sounded good. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Luke Herberman, a classic, Luke Herberman.
Not coming through. Just that. Can I mic it up with this?
Yeah.
No, flip it.
These are hard times to trust anyone. 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 Tell me I'm dreaming. Tell me I'm dreaming again. Tell me I'm dreaming. Tell me I'm dreaming again.
That was Screaming Again off my latest album, The Tides. Thank you. Woo! The Tides, everybody, check it out. Luke Herberman. Wow, Dreaming Again. That's really sounding great. Give it up one more time for Luke Herberman. Improvising with the classic microphone. The DI wasn't working. That is stagecraft. That's a pro, everybody. You recognize it when you see it. Give it up for Luke Herberman, one of the greats. The guitar, the pitch, it was all on. It's always good. Troubadour. Give it up for Luke Herberman, everybody. One of the all-time. All right, so we have the great Marie Christine on deck. We have America Offline coming up. Stephen Laren, Jake Dester, Gio, all caps, Angelic, Becca, Jack Ludkey, Mazen, Junie, Dezy, Mina, Laura, and more. Oh my God. All right, it's magic time, everybody. It is that time. One of our favorites, The Illusionist. This is high-quality entertainment. You don't have to go to Vegas to see this. We've got it right here for you tonight, everybody. Without further ado, give it up for Annanya George.
How are we looking on the track?
Oh, yeah.
Looking good on this.
You email it to me, or?
Oh, I sent it to you on Instagram. Sorry, dude, give me just a second. So, I've been experimenting a little with form. Yeah. Woo! Also, you guys are the worst angle for this. But I've been experimenting with form, and this is the first time I'm putting this trick on stage. Woo! Wow. So, how are we looking, man?
Can I play it off one of your device, or?
My device is recording. It's okay. It's okay. We can play off my device. Hey, my device.
Let me just check this. Let me see.
So, for context.
Sorry.
No, you're good, homie. For context, this.
I might be able to do it.
You're good. This. Happy birthday, dude! Yeah, okay, we're good. For context, this is like the third piece in like 12 minutes in. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Whenever you're ready, man. What is he gonna do? Mystery! Yeah! Okay. What? Do a flip?
Talk, you do it.
Ooh! Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't be talking before this trick.
Sorry.
No, you good, dude. You good. Take your time. What are you guys' names? Shout them all at once. On three. On three. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I heard Melanie. I heard Steven. That's all I heard. Good Good to meet you guys. Hi, I'm Annanya. Hi, Annanya on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, Annanya. All right. You ready? I'm ready.
Yeah, whenever you're ready. Happy birthday, dude! 19 today. I just finished listening to our tape from last year, and things were like so much better. Like, I mean, for one, we were fucking. God, I hope you're still together. Remember that day when you were helping Pooh Bear make a board for work, and you and her brother were just fucking with her the whole time? My ass, she says. My ass. Hey, honey, what are you working on? My ass. She was so pissed. We laughed about it a lot that night. We still talk about it when we video call. But can I be honest with you, dude? It's really not as easy as it once used to be. At least when we lived in Dubai, we were in the same city at the same time quite often, but nowadays it's tough, you know, with her being in the UK and you being all the way here in Colorado. It's tough. Anyway, I'm putting on my first show in America in a week. I use my campus organization to book a room. I'm excited, dude. I don't think I've performed a show with other magicians since like 2014, 2015. Hey, happy birthday! 16 now? In America, we'd be a senior. How cool is that? Acha, I just listened to our tape from 13. So rambly. Why does he ramble so much?
Hey, I got you.
Anyways, did you know Middle East Film and Comic Con are asking T7D, the magic group Zohair started? They're asking us to perform on the big stage. But like, Zohair, that control freak, is fucking killing me. Oh, Anadai, don't invent anything new. Oh, Anadai, don't overshadow me on stage. Yeah. Fuck you, dude. I'm so close to reinventing the fucking card transposition. No, you're not. And you're telling me, don't do it? Fuck you! This is not a fucking hobby for me. That was a while ago, wasn't it? Fucking T7D and Zohair. Oof. I miss that guy. I wonder what he's up to. Hope he's happy. Things didn't really end well between him and I back in the day, and I hope I can remedy that as soon as possible. Anyways, I miss her a lot. I actually took a trip out to go see her this year. It was great. She wanted to go to this magic bar, but none of her friends would go with her. So when I was in town, I took her there. And I think that was the first time I ever got drunk. I knew I was in trouble when like everybody at the bar was like clapping at the trick, but here you were fucking dazed out of your mind, like clapping at the fucking moves. That was a beautiful night. You know, we couldn't see the stars, and the only thing on the cobblestone road was like the street light right in the middle. And, you held her tight next to the street light, held your Constellation app fucking phone above your head. Happy birthday from 2020, bro! Woo! Pandemic time, let's go! Sorry if I'm a little loopy, I just finished my first half marathon, dude. Fuck you, asthma! But my wrist has been acting up, so I smoked a bowl to calm it down. I just broke it, dude. I'm not even supposed to move it so much. Bro, you picked the right roommates for pandemic time. I didn't even notice that my wrist was broken until fucking Rod said something, you know? So again, at like 3 in the morning, I'm sitting in Rod's car as he drives us to the emergency room, and that's where it fucking hits me. Holy shit, I may never be able to do magic again. I fucking cried in that car that night, dude. I ugly cried. In front of Rod, of all people, too. Honestly, if Rod hadn't pointed this out, I wouldn't have known that I cared about magic this much. So, you know, I'm kind of like glad I broke this wrist. It was like a divine slap on the wrist. You know what I mean? But so here we are, back doing magic again. Woo! I made amends with Zohan earlier this year. That was nice. The boy's grown up. I don't think he's a dick anymore. But like, I've been thinking about a lot of stuff, dude. Especially about like how things ended with Pooh, and I think it should have happened sooner. When she left, she took magic with her. But now I have this fucking cast, and I wear it as a badge of honor. Because
Wow.
Thanks.
He's magic 100% of the time. He does not miss, everybody. Give it up for Annanya George. Holding it down, creating mind-blowing, impossible to believe tricks in spite of the fucked up technical prowess of me over on the board. I apologize for that. Give it up one more time for Annanya George, everybody. I love that experimental, I love the background track, the narration. I mean, it's these fucking dongles. You know, it used to just be a headphone jack. It's an 1/8 inch, that's all you need. Now it's, I had the fucking iPhone dongle, I needed the USB-C dongle. So I'm sorry, I'm dongled out, okay? But give it up one more time for Annanya George, that was fantastically great. All right. We have the Great America Offline on deck. We have Stephen Laren, Jake Dester, Gio, Angelic, Becca, Jack Ludkey, Mazen, Junie, Ray Guzman, Dezy, Mina Laura, Blue Jay Walker, and so many more. Shaq Zula. All right, this is one of our favorites. Just an amazing person, a great artist. We're excited to see anything that she wants to do. Grace, class. Give it up for Marie Christine, everybody. Marie Christine, the great Marie Christine.
Thank you, Matt. Hi, everybody. I would like to start with a little explanation because tonight I would love to be much freer than what I normally am. I don't know if I can do what I have heard so far, but I wish I could do magic. I wish I could play an instrument actually, and I need to explain you why I am not playing an instrument. And so it started in my grandmother's apartment.
Woo!
Okay, so I just want to do this because that's, yes, it means something.
Yeah.
And so here I am. I really wanted to be a pianist. And I was probably 5 years old, up in my grandmother's apartment. She had a very old piano. They were lying down in the room next to the piano, and the piano was out of tune. And I would probably have done things like tous les matins il achetait des petits pains au chocolat, ya 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 ya. And so every day I went up to my grandmother and I played the piano, and then one day I went up and the piano was gone. So that was the end of my career as a pianist. And after that I begged, and this doesn't work, I think.
Oh shit, sorry. Yeah, try.
After that, I begged my grandmother to buy me a guitar. And after 2 years of begging, she finally bought me a guitar. By then, I was so much more interested in that really cool, beautiful boy who was wearing very cool jeans. And I didn't have a cool pair of jeans, and so I sold my guitar to buy myself a pair of jeans. And that was the end of my guitar career. So tonight, I will be sampling at the piano And I will be simply reading a few words and just think about a background, music, something very ethereal and beautiful. And so it goes beautiful, beautiful. I lose myself a little every day. What I do is cry. Crying, not at pastis, crying for what has been lost. I need a moment, turned inside out, a mother, a country, entering a room, walking in the desert, leaving traces, dancing, traces in the sand, turned inside out. Now you can see how I feel really. No pretense, no lies, simply me, walking on glass, making sound, making sand, leaving traces. The outside is all smile. Inside there is a deep, deep cry. A smile turned into quivering lips. A sorrow. A moment where nothing is said, all is felt, all is accepted. I wanted a different word, but it was not coming. A moment where I see you truly, and you see me. You see me. I will never share those lines with anyone, as I need to keep hiding the pain, the sorrow of pain, sorrow, need to hide the sorrow, the sorrow, the sorrow, breathe the sorrow, so much pain to witness. We dance, we sing, and the world is crying. We dance, we sing, and the world is burning. We dance, we sing, we love. And those of you alone, with no one to hug, no, how do you feel? No one to hold on to. How do you go through your day alone with no one to talk to? How can you bear the loneliness? I miss you. I love you. Every night I write to you. Every night my words, your silence, inside out. Now you see me. I feel the pain of the world. I feel your pain. It is both personal and universal. A mother's cry, a mother's love, universal. Woo!
Personal and universal. Amazing. Give it up for Marie Christine, everybody. That was fantastic. Are you doing any performances or anything coming up that we can check out? Or?
Not right now.
All right. Well, we will definitely keep posted because that amazing performer. That was an amazing piece of writing. Give it up for Marie Christine, everybody. Fantastic. Very touching, very moving. Here for Poetry Week, we have Stephen Laren on deck. We have Jake Dester coming up, Gio, Angelic, Becca, Jack, Ludkey, Mazen, Junie, Ray Guzman, Dezy, if I am not pronouncing your name right, I apologize. I have a lot of just very casual DMs and things, so I'm doing the best that I can as a Midwestern American idiot. All right, so we have Stephen Laren on deck. Let's get Is America Offline? Give it up for, we're going offline. It's America Offline, okay? Give it up for America Offline.
right. Woo! So I'm America Offline. You can follow me on Instagram at ny_offline. This song is called The Ballad of John Finkley Jr. He is a songwriter and attempted assassin of Ronald Reagan.
Oh, yes!
Once met a man who told me you can't be anything you want to be. Just think of it and you'll be free. I once met a magician who was full of lies, claimed to turn cinnamon into strawberry pie. I don't know why I believed in him. Well, morning time came yesterday. Gotta keep the devil away. I used to trade my gold for sacks of cash. Could live on a simple meal of succotash. Then I learned the way to be. I used to come in peace in times of war. The newspapers all told me to serve the Lord. I don't know why became of them. Well, morning time came yesterday. Gotta learn to keep the devil away. Well, morning time came yesterday. Gotta learn to keep the devil away. Woo! Well, I don't know what to tell you after all that we've been through. Don't bite the apple if you want the truth. Well, morning time came yesterday. Gotta learn to. Gotta learn to. Gotta learn to keep the devil away. Thank you.
Give it up for America Offline, everybody. That was crispy. Always sounded good. Very nice. Give it up for America Offline. Is that available online anywhere?
Not yet, but it will.
All right, we look forward to it. Get our America Offline one more time. I know we had a long July 4th. We were all out boating and yachting and frolicking in the surf. So we're just chilling tonight. You can just binge watch. You don't even have to respond. Just be quiet. Do whatever you want. Close your eyes. Just chill. Because we have such amazing entertainment for you. You can't even believe it. I mean, we have Jake Dester on deck. We have Geo, all caps, coming up. Angelic, the amazing Angelic. Becca, Jack Ludkey, Mazen, Junie, Ray Guzman, Dezy, Mina, Laura, Blue Jay Walker, at the OK. Is Stephen Laren here? Stephen Lehrer. Maybe next time. All right. Well, that means we have been missing this next act. He is a very talented musician and an excellent writer. He's going to be reading some. I think we're boldly going in a new direction. So we're stoked about it. We love it. Let's go. Give it up for Jake Dester, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
Sit. Okay. Yeah, because it's story time.
Okay.
All right.
Woo!
Okay. So I recently deleted all the dating apps from my phone. But before I did that, I learned some things. And these are reflections, at least as it stands currently. Everyone secretly wants to be kissed, to be in some intimate situation, something romantic maybe. What is it about mouths? I feel like kissing is dangerous because they'll know pretty much immediately how my mouth would feel on their neck or nipples or whatever they got happening below the belt. You know, downstairs orifices, but also feet, booty meat, inner thighs. Whatever body part they like to have kissed, you know? Because why? Everybody wants to feel something. And somewhere instinctively we want mouth on mouth. It's so bizarre. Why on an instinctive level is that the thing we've arrived at? Shut up and kiss me, you idiot. Terribly unsanitary though, right? I mean, it can be. I guess it's sort of a screening procedure. If somebody's oral hygiene is in shambles, you know, it indicates a sort of carelessness. And you may just dislike someone's flavor, even if they do brush and floss daily. Is your breath all boofy? Somebody once told me that the way I kiss is how babies are made. I said, what the fuck? She said, that's something her dad warned her about. I kiss, according to her and her father, in a way that makes people want me to come inside them. Later that night, I came inside her. So I guess it tracks. She wasn't even on birth control, but was like, it's okay, I'll take plan B in the morning. I hope to God I don't have a child from that night out there somewhere. We all want to be kissed in such a way that we be enthusiastic about the person we're kissing filling us with their semen. We can therefore logically conclude everyone secretly wants to be nutted in. Everyone secretly wants to be nutted in. In my humble opinion, this is self-explanatory, but I guess I'll elaborate. Alright. We want to surrender completely to pleasure and instinct and our animal nature, our drive to perpetuate the species. We all want to be impregnated, to be in such an intimate and comfortable state that sexual reproduction sounds like a good idea. But everybody secretly believes that their legacy, because everybody secretly, holy shit, let me start that over. Because everybody secretly believes that their legacy will cease upon their death unless they force new people to inherit it. And everybody secretly thinks that they are such badasses that the world needs more of their genetic material, bumbling around, consuming things, going to school, working a job, kissing some other yet born people on their hopefully hygienic, non-repellent mouths. And someday, by the time you die, your offspring, who ideally are the inevitable consequence of some mouth-on-mouth, baby-makingly persuasive kissing, although we all know plenty of people, myself included, are expressly not born of intentional conception, will do the necessary kissing and fucking and nutting in, whether literally or figuratively by means of adoption or shared ownerships or whatever, to pass on their dumb legacy for future generations to have to deal with. Everyone secretly wants to be immortal. We cannot stand the thought of our certain doom. We march automatically toward our own self-annihilations. We don't know what comes after death, but if we can leave some living part of ourselves here in human reality by the time we face the proverbial Sinatrian final curtain, we just might die with a greater sense of peace. Every motivation we have is secretly rooted in our fear of death. We want to kiss because we're afraid to die. But I'm afraid to kiss because I don't want to live forever, and apparently the way I kiss makes people want to reproduce with me. It sure is a nice feeling though, surrender. Throw another iteration of ourselves into orbit before the curtain closes, hoping that they'll keep our legacies alive. Personal legacies? Biological legacies? I could tell you all about my parents, but I don't want to pass on any of the shit they stand for. For me, it really is like, why would I ever wish for someone else to experience the experience I have had of being alive? Well, for all of the bad things about life, falling in love is an okay one. Everyone secretly wants to fall in love. Some of us do fall in love, but not everyone who falls in love reproduces. We just want the feeling to feel like this isn't all just going to cease once life leaves our bodies. Fearing death, kissing, falling in love, having massive hot loads, literal or metaphorical, cum dumped in our literal or metaphorical downstairs orifices. Everyone is secretly thinking about cum, not just because I'm now talking about it. You are all always thinking about cum. You're all perverts. You all secretly want to be kissed. You all secretly fear death. So you all secretly want to reproduce because all secretly believe you're the best person to carry on the legacy of your bumbling, saliva-exchanging selves. This is why brushing your teeth is crucial. We teach children the importance of oral hygiene because secretly, we want them to get fucked later. And to get fucked, we have to kiss. And their odds of getting or receiving kisses are increased if they have all their teeth and their breath isn't all boofy. We claim it's not semen related, but we're all fooling ourselves. The entire dental industry is a ruse to conceal the fact that we're afraid of death and are compelled almost entirely by the instinct to nut and be nutted in. We all secretly want to be kissed. We all secretly want to feel something. We all secretly want to be nutted in. We all secretly want to be immortal. We all secretly fear death. I'm overdue for a teeth cleaning. Thank you.
Hell yeah, amazing. Real, okay? It's all true, every word of it, I agree. We are all just trying to nut inside and whatever he said. And the dentist thing is also true, I didn't think about it that way. Fantastic, all right. Nutting inside people, pulling out is just not as good, I don't know why. Why? It's so close. It's almost as... Give it up for Jake Dester. That was fantastic. It's sex night, okay? I didn't even tell anybody. That was not in the advertising materials or anything. That's just where your dirty minds wanted to go, and I love it. I think we're learning a lot. Give it up for Jake Dester one more time. Is that a pamphlet? Can we get that anywhere? Or?
I just wrote it down today.
All right, we will be watching the replay and studying it and thinking about it. Give it up one more time for Jake Dester, everybody. Fantastic. All right, we have the great Angelic on deck. We have Becca coming up, Jack, Ludkey, Mazen, Junie, Ray Guzman. We're just getting started. Thank you guys for coming out. If you want to come in, there's some seats up here. There's seats on the banquettes. I think is what they're called. Dezy, Mina Laura, Blue Jay Walker, Adil K. I've also got AJ Azar, Shaq Zula, Paul Henry, Jose Bedoy, Alex Bermer, if you're out there, America Murphy signed up, Annie John Mendoza, Shayna Compton, I don't know if it's coming, Danny Fallon, Joe Levy, Ramsey Hernandez, and Abriefs. But first, let's get, all right, this guy is always sounding great. He covered My Bloody Valentine. He's going to do anything he wants. It's all caps, baby. Give it up for Gio. G-I-O.
Check. Hey, my name is Gio, and I'm gonna play the My Bloody Valentine song. Woo! When you sleep. Okay, so this is gonna be an original song. It's not quite finished, but it's a love song, and it's called Sweetheart.
Woo!
Out of every person, out of every he or she, out of every they or them, I'm glad that you chose me. Out of every stranger, out of every pair of eyes, out of every single wrinkle, out of every smile, out of every heartbeat, you and I are living proof that there's a God in heaven, 'cause they made me just for you. Your name's on my mind, like petals on a beach. You're my sweetheart, you make me see stars, you make me feel nice. Out of every city, out of every street, out of every single country, to think that we could meet. Out of every decade, out of every lifetime, what a lovely thing to know that I have you nearby. Your name is on my mind, like branches on a leaf on a tree. You're my sweetheart, you make me see stars, you make me feel nice. You're my sweetheart, you make me see stars. So I have a gig this Sunday at Young Ethel's in Park Slope in Brooklyn at 8 p.m. So if you like my music, you can come out. And on Instagram, you can follow me at Gio, all caps, GIOALLCAPS. And thank you so much for listening.
Get up for Geo, all caps. Quiet man, but all caps. Yeah. I mean, those arpeggios, just creating worlds of sound, of transporting worlds of sound. That was really fantastic. Give it up for Geo. Chill, nylon string, just perfect for summertime. Here we are, we're more than halfway through the year. Last week was halfway point. We have the amazing Becca on deck. We have Jack Ludkey coming up, mazen, Junie, Guzman. We're just getting, look at this. Now we've got more people than probably the whole night. So give yourselves a round of applause for showing up at 10:30. We know how to party, okay? Here in Easy Paradise. We don't even get started till midnight. Come on. All right, so we have, where was I? Jack Ludkey, Mazen, Junie, Guzman, Dezy, Nana, Laura, Blue Jay Walker at the OK. I've got Jose Bedoya, AJ Azar, Shaq Zora, Paul Henry, and more. Alex Herberman, America Murphy, Andy John Mendoza, Sheena Compton, Danny Fallon, Joe Levy, Ramsey Hernandez, and Briefs. Let's get one of this next poet debuted a few weeks ago and was phenomenal. We are so honored to have them out. And the name, I would say, is appropriate. Give it up for Angelic, everybody. Give it up for Angelic.
Mic check, mic check. Peace and blessings, everyone. How y'all doing? So, yes, I love coming here. Matt, thank you for always doing this. Please give a round of applause for yourself and being here. I just want to see how much you love yourself. We just want to start there. After that, I have nothing else I can do. It's just a matter of how you love yourself, right? Woo! And I want to give it up for all the artists that came before me. There was a lot of pussy talking tonight, a lot of pussy confident talking and things going on. But no, it really takes a lot to get up here and do that. So I always like, before I start, to at least say that and always give it up to the bartender and everyone else that is here, because the one thing we can never get back is time, right? So, in the things of time, there was a lot of talk about COVID. There was a little things going on. So this is what I'm going to share with you tonight. Let's see if we could get a little beat going on. Come on, y'all. Come on. I'm talking to you in the back. Yeah. Money, death, scamming, greed, all the ingredients needed to succeed. Money, death, scamming, greed, all the ingredients needed to succeed. I said money, death, scamming, greed, all the ingredients needed to succeed. Who here made money off of COVID-19? Step your game up. Biggest drug deal in world history. Paid with your tax dollars. Holla. Let's be clear. It was based off fear. America was given advance notice that they chose not to share. But we know that they sold their shares. First jab, gift card. Second jab, Mickey D's. Overpopulation, life is short, and the shots are free. Now, money facts about vax. And who made a billion? Moderna, 8 billion. Pfizer, 37 billion. Vax, the new cure, ready to score high profits while delivering death sentences. 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots, 4. You want to go out and see your family? You're going to need 1 more. If you die, can't be sued, it's the law. Who am I? Oh, you know the queen behind the scene, keeping things clean. Working for a company named Thrive, that thrived while 1 million lives died. I witnessed firsthand as an executive assistant to JJ. And I'm not talking good times. I'm talking Jared and Joshua Kushner. Don't judge me. Oh, I speak fluent supremacy, where profit reigns supreme. Humanity forgotten in this money-making scheme. Congressmen inside trading. Balenciaga shopping over dying. Biotech, medical equipment, grandmother on ventilator, fuck you, pay me 2022. Hospitals reported record profits while executives lined their pockets. Those nurses that work with heart, we lost over 100 of them. That essential name, pooh, quickly fell apart. The race for profit over the race for cure. 100 billion given to the Fed agency run by Kushner's college boys. 2 billion from China. I question my role, representing a company that profited over dead souls. The spook that sat by the front door. Understand, familiar places and high places won't save you. Familiar places and high places will try to slave you. Americanize and corporatize. Understand that your tax dollars are fund to use what they need to get done. The world's most biggest dangerous son-in-law with no accountability at all. Money, debt, scamming, greed, all the ingredients needed to succeed. Money, debt, scamming, greed, all the ingredients needed to succeed. I pledge allegiance to the United States Corporation of America, Inc., and to the republic for which greed stands, where there's a new sucker born every day. I'll see y'all next year in November at the House when we are re-elected and we use your tax monies again to release a deadlier plague. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, to each his own, but I just really want to encourage us to pay attention to what's going on in the world. Art is something that moves mountains, so we know that already. And I just want to continue to encourage the artists to do what you do, because trust me, you're making a difference in somebody's life. And if you want to follow me, it is KY Angelic. And I like to say KY to make a joke, because it's not KY Jelly, but you know, it makes people laugh, so we'll stick with that. But yes, KY Angelic, and that's free, so support the arts and support me. Peace and abundance, everybody. I'll see you next week.
Give it up for Angelic, everybody. Politics, sex, it's the theme of the year, I guess. Give it up for Angelic, and that was fantastic. That was really, yeah, I loved it. The whole code, you know, thank you. I mean, you know, we'll get banned from YouTube, but the truth, yeah, thank you for the truth about the COVID. Give it up for Angelic, everybody. Follow Angelic. If you want to check out any of the artists today, check out any of their art. I am tagging people in the Easy Paradise Mag stories. Check out the stories, and you can follow and check out the people's art and go down the rabbit hole. Give it up one more time for Angelic, everybody. Fantastic, important information. Jack Ludkey, you are on deck. We've got Mazen coming up. Junie, Ray Guzman, Dezy, AJ Azar, Mina Laura, Blue Jay Walker at the OK, Jose Bedoy, Shaq Zula, Paul Henry, and more. All right, this next poet we are very excited about. We haven't seen them in a while. We're super stoked to have them back in the house on Monday night. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Becca, the great Becca, wonderful poet.
Okay, this is called One or the Other.
Okay, so yeah, baby, come here.
I hear the water droplets and I see I must not have built the walls so flawlessly. Sometimes I rush to fill in the cracks before the leak becomes something I can't take back. I cover all the spaces that were too weak to hold. Sometimes though I just let it all go. Watch the leak become a flood, watch everything get destroyed by frightening feelings that feel like home. All that love and all that hate, if I stay in deep waters, will another dam break. Before I drown in fear and self-indulgent self-pity, spending my days wishing I was pretty. Pretty enough to be more than a friend, like pretty enough to feel okay in my skin. Which is damaged and torn and not what it should be. Here comes regret, should I let it consume me? Or can I funnel the feeling, take it bit by bit? Can you funnel a feeling, can a feeling ever fit? Can it ever be contained? Maybe for some. For those with walls set up like mazes through which emotions have to run, through sets of organized gates that open and close and make sure it's not too much, but still not too cold. But I don't have any mazes. I'm one or the other, a drought or a flood, a player or a lover.
Woo!
Okay, I have one other. This is called Surface Level. I know I hear your pain under the surface. Do you wonder whether it's all worth it? Dedicating yourself to a greater purpose, sacrificing your mind and body for this search to create beauty through wanting, unfulfilled passion, the soundtrack you're not stopping. Your face to act is the face of God. Your choices determine the way things are. In the moments when things are difficult and hard and we give ourselves over to that resonant song. And I hear your energy under them all as hearts around the world rise and fall. You breathe in your air, whether or not you really care. You celebrate those who learn to share that slice of attention and love you can spare. Fractions that fuel the beat of a snare are fractions enough to heal a dissolving pair. In love and war, all is fair, so you live in intensity of what is and what could be. And in this light, there is no me, because you take it at face value until that's all you can do. And energy is lost and out of tune, morphed by the lenses that we smile through. The reflective surfaces that we adhere to. Under the surface, who are you?
Give it up for Becca, everybody. It's Poetry Week. That was fantastic. We love the lines, the rhymes, the emotional truth. Everybody, give it up one more time for Becca. Fantastic. Making a triumphant return. That was wonderful. All right, it's National Poetry Week. We have so many great writers. I mean, this is like we're getting to the fillet of the set right here. We've got Junie and Dezy and Blue Jay coming up. You do not want to miss that. These guys are MVPs. We've got Mazen on deck. That's right, you're MVPs, I said it. You can laugh all you want, okay? I believe it, I shoot from the hip, okay? All right. Mazen, Junie, Ray Guzman, Dezy, AJ Azar, Mina Laura, Blue Jay Walker, at the OK, and more, everybody. There is more where that came from. Well, this next act has been waiting very patiently. We're very excited to hear their literature. Give it up for Jack Ludkey, everybody. Jack Ludkey.
Yeah.
It will.
Hello?
Yeah.
I actually came here last summer. This theme was summer school, which felt very apt for the setting, I guess.
Yeah.
It's my first poem called Sipping Whitney, which is, I listened to Future, and this is a misheard Future lyric. The real lyric is Drink With Me, but I always heard Sipping Whitney, which I eventually stole, and that was my poem. There's something I wanted to ask you, something I need to know. In case things go south and I need to vouch for your character, it's really, really important. Are you a good girl or a girl's girl? We can't trim it just right anymore or cut more than we think is necessary. We've messed up the sheets and they still haven't recovered. I once met a toothless hobo who needed money for the bus. He told me with his tongue how he lost his teeth in a riddle he never learned the answer to. That stuck with me for a little bit. He name-dropped dead names, cities he had flitted through, Boise, Buffalo, and Brooklyn. But what really stuck with me was that after I'd given him money for the bus, he watched the bus he watched the bus stop for him and let it pass by. You were nice to me when we first met and I had something to give you. I asked you to show me something new, then something old, then something I never wanted to see. Tight-fisted, rolling over, gagging on latex, the fish upstream are getting bored of us. I rot around town in the backseat of my car, sipping Whitney. You dip a sour tongue out the window, trying to catch a flake of salt. I smile and you smile at my smile, but we are smiling at different things. The cat knew it was over before us. It hated the utilitarian lifestyle we gave it. It tried to explode its stomach with the nutrient-rich kibble. The drapes remained open. We had stopped fucking for good. The cat won in the end, poisoning itself on the flea relief medicine. The words came one after the other in a thick stack. I've been making life difficult for many people, spending all my strikes on ruthlessness, reminders of how cruel I could be. A perfunctory debt hung in the fog, clutching clutchers waiting for direction, up, down, sideways, just somewhere to go. There's a scratch at the door and a hollow tap at the window. I wander, a ghost walking through bright lit halls. I thought I was teaching people about love, the whole heart. Have I been there? I hope so. All I can say now is how nice it feels to let go and give your burning hands a long break from the rail. When the ground comes, there isn't much to feel. Blades are much softer at free fall. Unfortunately, we learned 10 million bodies later that it's not sex we're addicted to, just clarity.
Yeah.
This poem is called Untitled. Our mind is made up, and it seems like it's our last time, for real, for real. I knew it when you bought the Valentino nightgown you always wanted. I wish I could say I was proud of you.
You got it.
We said it would be our last time so many, many times ago. Can this be our last time too? I hear the hounds in the brush now. I hear them all around me, the usual bells and whistles and all the same resentments. I lower my belly to the ground. We agree to disagree. I see the pigs on the farm up north have gone on hunger strike and are carrying signs saying, "We want to live." They should demand something more reasonable, a higher concentration of cornmeal or an electric blanket for the cold, or to be given to the hills and the wildflowers and not the noxious skies above. I wish the glass wedding dress wasn't so revealing. I wish the burnt out Mustang on the side of the road could be claimed and carried away so I could stop waving back at it. I guess the first part of being sick is prevention. I guess we already messed that part up. I guess the second step is taking accountability. No, wait, that's for something else. I think things would be better if we didn't find a different bed to share each night. I think things would be better if we could say no instead of yes. I think things would be better if we weren't so very, very sick. Oh, does no mean nothing to you? Don't worry, it never meant much to me either.
Give it up for Jack Ludkey, everybody. And that great, amazing, that was very vulnerable. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that. That was really powerful. I hope everything's okay. Give it up for Jack Ludkey one more time, everybody. That was very moving. We really appreciate that. That was fantastic. I mean, that's what poetry is for, right? I mean, it's when you're sad, and it's, you know, it helps express those kind of things and get those emotions out. So thank you so much for sharing that. Give it up one more time for Jack Ludkey, everybody. That was fantastic. We hope everything's all right. And we have amazing stuff. We got laughs. We were crying. We're laughing. It's all good. It's all fantastic. We're feeling. We're here. We're in person. All right. We're not on fucking Zoom anymore. So give yourselves a round of applause for. We're just in the room together. Feeling community. All right. That was fantastic. That was very powerful. All right, we have the great Junie on deck. We have Ray Guzman coming up. Dezy, amazing. Mina, Laura, AJ, Azar, Blue Jay Walker, DLK, Jose Bedoy, Shagzula, Paul Henry, and more. All right, we're very excited about this next writer. They are, I think, in their last, they're about to become a doctor. So, you know, that's fantastic. They don't need this. This is just a hobby for them. But we're very excited to have this kind of, you know, this is the talent we get here. This is give it up for Mazen, everybody. Studying to be a doctor. Give it up, give it up, give it up.
First time here. First of all, I want to thank Matt for creating this safe space for everyone. So round of applause for that. You know. And for all of you for sharing and being open and being vulnerable. It's good to know that someone else feeling this stuff. Everyone can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So this next one, I think we all go through our battles, and sometimes it's at school, sometimes it's a love story, sometimes it's landing the gig, and sometimes it's just simply waking up. And before some battles, the funny thing is you gotta make some peace with important people, and the most important people is yourself. All right, so here it goes. A man is one and too many, conflicting souls in one body. Friend and foe, experiencing the same journey, argue the destination. So I sit with fire to my back, gather my sitting shadows, let the worms feel the fatigue back. Carry the weights through the cold, I forgive thy to forgive me. and I thank you for all you have done for me. Through the wilderness you could have abandoned for a gold oasis. I walked you through a desert. No one would blame you for settling. No one would blame you for settling if you abandoned halfway for a lost love on an island in the middle of a dark ocean halfway. But you didn't. Maybe angry at times. Maybe angry at times, maybe quiet at times, but always back with a joke, story from the road. I declare the next battle. I tell them that even though this is not a life or death matter, I expect nothing but all they got. For regret that we have not given, and we despise that we held back. I tell them I accept the outcome regardless. For what other options do we have? Woo! Thank you. So this next one, I read this book a while ago. It's called If You Could See Me Now by Celia Herons, if anyone has read it. And it's about imaginary friends, and it got me thinking about the things that we feel and that only we can see. There's a love or a passion or something like that. So here it goes. Ever had an invisible friend? Ever fell in love? Only you could see. Invisible to everyone but me. Invisible to everyone but me, they can see it, but they see the effect, they see the smile, they see how you smile more, although they don't see you as much anymore, till the invisible friend is gone. Time passes and you wonder, was it real, invisible or imaginary? Who knows? It shows. It shows in the pictures once took, in the words once spoke, in this smile. Don't hide that look, in the bittersweet feeling later on coming along. Invisible or imaginary, I don't know. Invisible friends are fun though. So I guess we're talking about passions and love, and there's this one poet called Tamim, and he has this line about like sometimes we can't talk about love because there's no justice in love, so we start writing poems about war. So I guess this one's about war. There he was, the noble knight, held up so high in the blue sky, with his shiny armor, royal feathers on his head. Humanity he is ready to defend, swore his sword to morals and honorable principles, so the poor children can sleep safely in their bed. When he saw the monster so slimy and green, so different and mean, his emotion filled up the sky. Blood pumping by his courageous heart. He doesn't know why. He doesn't need to know why. Enough it was, the fear of the monster that was so dangerous to humanity and the nice world that was so precious. Therefore, against the terrorizing monster, it's time to declare a war. And if the only way to defeat the monster to be vicious, then let it be. For such an honor, we shall all roar. He slaughtered the monster as if he was a monster. Victory, victory, victory. Did you see? Did you see the innocent infant and child? The poor woman who did not want to fight? The young man who perhaps dreamed of being an honorable knight? Even if the light wasn't right, even if the light wasn't right, the shadow would have showed you. But too proud, too light, too mighty, too broad, too loud, too mighty were your emotions, mighty knight. So brave you were ready to fight, starting tonight and every night if you are so honorable. On repeat, a nightmare of your fight. No longer will you find your honorable sword. You'll see your claws dripping innocent blood. Await and hope. Await and hope for your destiny to surrender to another arrogant, honorable knight in another historic fight. There he is, the noble knight. Thank you.
Give it up for Mason, everybody. Too loud, too proud. That was too legit. That was amazing. Give it up, give it up. We've got really good poetry. Thank you for coming out and sharing it here on Poetry Week, New York City. Give it up one more time for Mason, everybody. Fantastic. We have amazing poetry to come. We have Ray Guzman on deck. We have Dezy coming up. Mina, Laura, AJ, Azar, Blue Jay Walker, BLK, Jose Bedoy, Shaq Zula, Paul Henry, Shayna Compton, and so many more. Once again, it's a 2-drink minimum. If you want to come in, there's some seats kind of in here. If people want to sit, that's cool. If you want to stay back there, that's legit. Oh my God, you know what time it is. We haven't had this next act in so long, and they are such a, they are at the root of the Easy Paradise open mic. I haven't seen Junie in a while. He said I was looking good. He said I was looking hefty. So I'm hefty. I'm so excited. I'm feeling great to introduce one of the best poets in New York. Give it up for Junie, everybody.
Hefty motherfucker. Yeah. Hold up. Shout out to Ray. Woo! Ray. Ivy House Studios. When?
Yeah. August 8th.
Ivy House Studios. Open mic. August 8th. Shout out to Ray.
Yeah.
And then you got Matt Proctor on Monday.
That's right.
And this is for Dezy. Dezy, why? There's a sunbeam that shines down on Roosevelt Avenue. There's a sunbeam that shines down for the pimps, for the drug dealers, for the hookers. There's a sunbeam that shines down on Guyer Brewer. Miguel, I hate them. Those bastards who live on high floors, whose lives are more important than ours. I want to kill them. I want to see them burn with all their wealth. Miguel, there's a sunbeam that shines down on Queens and all of its sins. Thank you. I'm not proud of this. The masseuse.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
The masseuse. She was beautiful for a prostitute. She was beautiful for a woman who had just been woken up by a doorbell at 3 a.m. in the morning. She must have been 40, 5'2", in a black nightgown with long black hair that reached her lower back. The door behind me shut closed when I walked in. She rubbed my right shoulder, walking past me to lock the door. There was a counter to the right with a bowl of green apple guava lychee candy. A black massage chair to the left that you can feed dollar bills while you wait for your turn. No real massage parlors open 24/7. She led me by the hand down a hallway to an empty room illuminated by red light bulbs. It all smelled like the inside of a pharmacy. I took off my jacket, handed her a blue bill for an hour. I began to strip, so did she. There was no need for the extra bit. That wasn't my first time, but I love when their pussy heat radiates onto my lower back as her hands rub the knots on my shoulders. But she was tired, so that only lasted for a couple of minutes until she told me in a thick Chinese accent, turn over. My hard-on poked out the hole of on my boxers. That took them off, she tore the side of a condom wrapper, placing the rubber on my dick, wrapping her lips on the tip, working the shaft. She grabbed some lube and put some on her pussy before she mounted. Her body was more honest than the woman smiling at me in bars asking if I wanted to buy them a drink. Yeah, I love to. Her breasts weren't as big as the nightgown promoted, but they were soft, and her ass was soft as my hands gripped onto her body. She moaned from the rough strokes of a man who's had too much to drink. I think they were real, or at least they sounded real. So real I refused to come. Her pleasure was mine. The lube or the juice started to drip down my thighs. She moaned even louder, calling me Papi as her eyes avoided mine. It's been 35 to 40 minutes fucking a woman with either morning breath or dick breath, but it didn't matter. I couldn't finish if I wanted to. She started to dangle a little. Her body slumped over, resting her head on my shoulder, gripping onto the massage table. She's had enough. She unmounted, removed the rubber, gripped my dick with her hand and started jerking me off. Wanted it to be all over. She's tired, and for whatever reason, I just couldn't finish. Thank you.
What has gotten into you people tonight? Jesus Christ, it's all massage and jerking off and getting ass fucked and dentists.
The last time I came to
Wow, that was magnificent. Give it up for Junie, everybody. That important side of New York life. We all know about it. We see the massage parlors. We don't know what goes on there. That's what goes on. Give it up for Junie, everybody. And check. Are you doing the poetry in the park? All right. All right. Well, anyway. That was fantastic. All right, that was beautiful. All right, we have the great Dezy on deck. We have Blue Jay Walker coming up after that. Mina, Laura, AJ Azar, Adil K, Jose Bedoy, Shaq Zula, Paul Henry, Shayna Compton, and more. So much more. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you for sticking around. There's some seats up here. Once again, it's a 2-drink minimum. We're keeping the sexual theme going. Highly sexual material. I mean, do whatever you want. It's optional. Let's get, okay, so August 8th at Ivy House Studio, there's going to be an open mic. Check it out, everybody. It's hosted by this next poet. We're very excited to have him back. Give it up for Ray Guzman. Ray! Give it up for Ray. Give it up for Ray, everybody.
Junie, you never cease to amaze me.
Woo!
That was wild. Brilliant poetry.
Shout out to my homie Rick.
My name is Ray Guzman. I'm here to do some poetry, promote an open mic, and then get the fuck out of here. So, I don't remember the title for this next poem. I feel like naturally one would think it would bother me to feel the bottom. It don't. I just so happen to be a great swimmer. Though vexed by the weight of my apathy, my day-to-day consists of exchanging one mask for the next. It's like each sun that soars over my head seems to forget to shine on me. Shit, I'm exhausted. It was in a redundant and repetitive fashion. I spark a cigarette smoke and toss it. You fuckers that take advantage if I let you. You pay attention to all the wrong shit, and just in case this was something that y'all missed, I never once considered what it meant to cope as the strong did. I just did. How could you know? When you've taken it, how could you know when you've taken a mile, when an inch is your only frame of reference for what loss is? Ever since I could make sense of my uncle's war stories, I've been on some raw shit, and every woman that's ever really loved me knows that deep down I've already lost it and can only look at me sometimes with a pained expression, wondering what could it have cost him. The waters were deep and ever so immersive ever since the day I was tossed in. Shit, I know I ought to swim, but I'd much rather feel the bottom. That's my first poem.
Woo!
I don't remember the title for this next poem either. Don't bother me about it. I feel like I could tell you be trying to reduce me down to nothing. I know you fuckers be trying to snatch the rug right the fuck up from under me. It's like every time you see my bird in the sky, you get to reaching for your guns. Like if you could ever work up the nerve to say what it really is you want from me, ask around. I'm just a soul whose intentions are good. And if there was ever any opportunity to lower my defenses, I would. Yet the enemy moves slow in all the commotion. It's like y'all be trying to twist my linchpins and shrink me down to a comfortable size like rat shit and roaches. It's like every time I take a V home, you can't believe it. It benumbs you. Leaving you stuck there, statuesque like sleep paralysis without movement, reaching shit. I bet you love it when I'm fucked up. You be hoping I crash my whole shit and end up scalp deep dying, drowning in the ocean, sinking shit, you bugging out. How dare I? Transfix a dream and fashion it by your desires and give you the runaround. I don't speak to run my mouth, shit, I would rather be gone. To exact the death of my enemies wouldn't be enough for the power in my name to live on. Shit, I got hijacked, and even though my lower self offered to play you, I rescind that notion and turn this whole fucked up situation into art. I don't talk dog crap. I gave my everything and I couldn't even get a call back, and that's my last poem.
Woo!
Thank you for listening. Sorry to disappoint. There was no sex, no politics. That was my personal event. But follow me at finally.you made it, the letter you made it. And follow Ivy House Studio, August 8th, man. Come on.
Give it up for Ray Guzman, everybody. Check him out at Ivy House Studio, hosting an open mic. It's a dope-ass venue in Brooklyn. Give it up one more time for Ray Guzman, everybody. Fantastic poetry. We have amazing poetry. We have great comedy coming up. We've got great music. You don't want to miss any of this. It's late night. Once we turn that 11 o'clock, that's when the party really starts. So let's keep that 2-drink minimum refreshed. We got Blue Jay Walker on deck. We have the great Mina Laura. We have AJ Azar at the OK. Jose Bedoy, Shadzilla, Paul Henry, Shana Compton, and more. Everybody, Danny Fallon, Joe Levy, Ramsey Hernandez. Great comedians. All right. One of our favorites. We haven't seen this next poet in a while. I think that these poets write poetry in Washington Square Park, so I think you should go there and get a poem from them. I'll let them tell you about that more if they want to. It's National Poetry Week. Give it up for Dezy, everybody. Great poet.
Good job. Yeah, sure, right?
Woo!
Okay. I'm not gonna talk about the poem. This is fucking, I forgot how great this shit is. Alright. That'll be fine. I'm just gonna read. I don't know why I can see myself in the mirror over there. Okay. That's wild. That's new and that should not be happening. Right? You need to fucking fix that. Alright. Whatever.
Get your shit together.
This is new shit. First one's called Bug. The East River dawns a solar sanguine seance in Nacre. That snake charms to the water's sea silk billowments. The strings wake to lull a stream of aura Horus beads, swooning the heartstrings of Williamsburg's ribcage. The slippery psalm rings that chime out blue spruce, from bark-wept willis, flume-cured, and wrought to bare iron. Gone hummingbird boned as you nape against me, rolled up in spume swirl of cove-thin limestone. Opal hour orchestrates angels' blossoms agape, to Wandam Avi chant a unison, culminated from lapis citrulli veins. Swelling up the silence of the serpentine air spring, each bead and grain fused in vibraful fathom phoning. As foster gaze wets my eyes, enveloped in rosebell nectar, honeycombed in the kindergarten labyrinth, engossed in your irises, starling sphinxing on your lashes, crystal laced with wafting saccharine flakes, sphinxing me, all earth's under, spout up the heavens over, in an eclipse last gasful light, in a fury of beauties that strike the wind out and about me, as I thud, heart first, each beat a thunder stop, each breath a miracle drop gilled through a levitating water clock. I died in each plucked up fathom, as I kept forgetting to breathe, so found in the singing, only to be remesmerected in sun-warped brass, delivered again, resounding in your timbre. Sphinxing me, each grave is a womb-out heart, no matter how faint it grows in the waning, rapturing from frib cage the ever-winging wills that brood in terror's enamored folds, revived by bright dusks of the noon flower's dawn, such as set a foss in the flutter between two bridges. I want those sphinxes pierced to the cusp of my ear canals, wisping my head full of the resin effused from the world's silent conch, waxing to each wake, wide to each lull scintillating solstice, as I see each time we engoss and foster gaze equinox. I want those sphinxes to wax me deaf to all but the rustle of angel's breath, gas from lapis citrulli veins, thump my temples a stream with aura Horus beads, that plink out from time and rosebell mum, that chime the heartful remesmery, that strike the sun back into my blood, sighting rays of 1, was never a number to count up from. This one's new. It's not gibberish like that one is. You know, I like gibberish, but whatever. Alright, yeah. A black bear sees me in God-glazed jersey. Her cub scruffled from behind a boulder. She pika gruffed and kind, then sees me start lax in my tracks and asks with plain stare, "What do you want?" I don't make myself big. No bombast, featherless of the bibrochial leaf devil, nor would I shrivel on Brudenach knees, made fishing pole of the bowstrung stumpling. Allow, it's never been in my nature to turn and haw, when caught in clot-shot eyes or a mauler's maw. So in subtle breaths I ask, what do you want? Superliminal, and brush over with soft stare, till she sets scratching manicure on her steel-quenched gyrophile. Though, once I was the nuther who jumped the gun, whether strap sprung or shoulder squared of bold. Then, back in Brooklyn, at Broadway Junction, the man one escalator over, sight out my floater's glare, from peripheral pockings, from huffing some underbreath grum. The man asked me with zipped lip, "What do you want?" and blinds me dark to the conveyor's teeth. Now yet grump, mere ruins, over how the Chick-fil-A vendor's daughter caught tantrum from shuttered buffer, and the gloves in the flow wreck by Heidebu freeze, a Princess Playhouse trancings. There'll be no second for us to have seen each other, as I am pine with me. As she'll flail fling from jar break on her passage around autoplay, and the stochastic stretch of the garbled stream where bandwidth chops between pen and port authority. As with me, we're boo-eyed to paranatural predators, each unsawn glare-off an earring accusation, of putting off miasma of the empty spectrum hunger, loaded spectrum that never empties, with the wanting, with me. Each glare-off 10 paces, in turn from being seen. Then, on the A to Z escalator, not when, and started the line's jersey, scoured raw with straight-shot eyes, any eye scoured as predators to each other. Now, side-eye asks, what? Never softs. Want with another.
Give it up for the great poet Dezy, everybody. Such amazing use of language, so creative. Go to Washington Square Park, get a poem, get one for you. You can have your own. Give it up one more time for Dezy. Fantastic. Amazing. Thank you for coming back. It is awesome to have you guys back. We have the great Mina Laura on deck. We have AJ Azar coming up at the OK, Jose Bedoy, Shaq Zula, Paul Henry, Shayna Compton, and more. Andrew John Mendoza, Danny Fallon, Joe Levy, Ramsey Hernandez. This next poet was writing a scroll. I think it was 240 miles. It's in a book form. Maybe it's an amazing collection. Give it up for Jay. Give it up for Jay, everybody. You can find him at Washington Square. Give it up for Jay.
How's it going? Yeah, I'm one of the white guys who writes poetry in the park. The classic. You got it, yeah. Free jazz. Actually, while I'm writing poems in the park, I do it on a typewriter because you gotta have a gimmick. And while I do it, and in between writing poems for people, I do just type on it to try and attract attention. Because people hear that and they're like, oh my gosh, it's so nostalgic. And that works. But people ask me what I am writing during that time, and I tell them love poems. I knew I was coming here today, though, so I decided to transcribe some of what I write. This is what I wrote today in between writing poems for people. And it's called Worth a Shot. Not because it deserves having a title as a poem, but just because that's the last line of it, so you'll know when to clap. There you go. I got your back. Don't worry about it. Hey, you! hawks circle pigeons, and pickup artists cut swaths through the park, gangly wingmen barely able to get off the ground, still convinced they fly. Every middle-aged marketer who assumes his demographic continues to be the young adult laughs at thin air. The joke, like a ghost, still haunting us, but undeniably dead. The hope draining out of pigeons' eyes as street interviewers put microphones in front of their beaks instead of bread. We only want a little peek, a little peck, a little more of what little you have left. There are those among us, would you believe, who have not let money corrupt them. Hail and bend the knee, they are the better of us, surely. Or perhaps they simply have not had the chance. I know 100 deadbeats who would sell their souls for a bag of Frito-Lays. Not me, though. Me? I have morals. I wouldn't let it go. I wouldn't let it go for less than a bag of kettle chips. At least a family pack for sure. All the artisanal flavors, rough-hewn salt and gold flake packaging. Every offer I send to the Kettle Cook Company comes back, washed up on the river, marked return to sender. My soul in a box, battered and double-stamped. I guess it's not happening. There are already too many actors. Deep in their method, undercover as busboys and waiters, trying their hardest to understand the fragile mind of the unemployed. Performances so convincing, you can barely see the seams. It seems almost it's real. There are cracks, but the facade won't peel. They're jacks of all trade, and they are all on Indeed every single day looking for interviews. Hey, you, who else would I be talking? Never mind. You with the indelible eyes, the soft heart, the stained glass, Mother Teresa, mother of pearl, mother lode, mother may I attitude. You with the snarky shirt, ironically hole-pocked, tag still dangling, brand new and real hot. You with the genteel spirit, the salt of the earth ideals, and the trust fund. Can I write you a poem? No? Worth a shot. Yeah, last year I wrote a 240-foot poem because I'm long-winded. And I hate the government. So, hey, yeah, you too. Here is a small section of it. This entire book is one singular poem. I'm not going to read it all, but the context that you may or may not need for this is that the protagonist just went on a long journey and came back to discover that their entire world had been covered in nature. Reclaimed by it, one might say. In the doldrum, salt-flat ocean nether, the flour got damp in the storm. We must eat it now. The oven on axis remains level. We are baking bread as quickly as it molds and breaking fast as slowly as we can. There are too many, the memories interwoven to be only one man. Amalgamation names, and there was, by the end, only one on the boat. Each of us, Father, forgive me of my sins, that I have survived to discover an earth and shore overtaken by vines beneath the doldrum sky, its silent wind, no clap hands of the leaves, but bones, those that grew from the roots of our concrete behemoths, which will not be overtaken in so short a time as the vines have earned to call earth their own. Do you pray? Asked the vines, slow foot on soft land. Do you still entreat your God for wisdom? Blood moon of no consequence. Do you hear a response? Patter rain rivulet. Will you fall to knees and weep? Basin gazelle suckling nature. When you cry, does the answer come quicker? A singular leaf fell apart from the others. Or does the tightening of your lungs to scream only release in you those endorphins of fear and pain which you correlate with revelations and divinity? The root ever slow, the wind ever beautiful. Do you pray still? Are you still when you pray? Or are you running from something relentless to that to which you pray? Is it expressing generosity amidst these horrors of your imagining by its silence? Does it pray? Has it had its prayers answered? Do you understand? The ants once prayed to you. As you raised glass to magnify and prayed to God, untether your clouds from their anchor, bring them apart that I might be entertained before the sun is set and it is too late to enact my vengeance. Those ants, did you hear them pray? Did you notice one of them who neither scurried nor burrowed and only faced the beam of light, imagining that it was heaven at last? Do you pray? No mouth to hunger, only to query. No roots to call home, only roots for the hunt of what is beneath us. No eyes to perceive, only texture of the stars. Warm sun burrowed through those feelings of the dark and cast aside. Eulogy to the empire stones. They carved prayers into their arches which led nowhere. Only stood pale erections of whatever it may be. Even they were non-committal. It is in the hands of God. Read, it is not mine to understand and only to believe. Still I pray. Say the vines, it is ours to pray, unconnected from what answer exists, listless and sun-bleached when the seasons have worn me into a valley of no making other than my own. I pray, as is our nature, not for cataclysm response or the reaching hand of God to pull me up. I pray that she might see me, the pirouette sundog who smirks and dances at eye's edge. I pray that she might see me and I might not die alone. I pray that perhaps, even if only in memory, I too may be infinite. Cast deity down daisy chain to the hollows of forgiveness, where I may rest. Have a good day.